Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have a little bit of a different video because we're going to talk about Guilty Gear Strive. It's been a while since we've talked about this game. I think last time was whenever they had the trailer for Slayer, so actually maybe not that long ago. But regardless, I think this game, I'm always looking at it on the side, I always keep an eye on it because I've played this game for so long. I have like maybe over 1,500 hours of it on this game, maybe. Like I have a ton of hours on this game, and I've pretty much stopped playing ever since Grand Blue came out. I've stopped playing any fighting game ever since Grand Blue came out. I mean, I am madly in love with Grand Blue, okay? But it's recently I've been missing this game quite a bit. There's been a lot of things going on with this game. They are going to have an anime, so regardless, today we're gonna talk about the season 4 trailer because dude, I'm here waiting for Vikala. Like yesterday I was sitting here waiting for the Vikala news and stuff like that for Grand Blue, and they just showed this. They just dropped like 3 trailers for Guilty Gear or something, and I was like, what the hell? But I watched this trailer and it was really crazy. I was like, what the hell is going on? There's like so many moments where I just paused and I had to wait and see what was going on. But we're gonna go through this again because it's so cool. And by the way, what is the music for this trailer? Because I like it a lot. So Kai is funny because this is like so season 1. It's such a season 1 type of change. Season 1, early season 2 type change. Beep, beep. That's it. Come on. And then you have Soul 6. Which one is it? 6S, I think. 6S, the spooky move from season 1. 6S into Vortex. You cannot cancel Vortex, right? You can never cancel into Vortex or into Fafnir. And it goes 6S Vortex, and then it goes, or maybe you can cancel into Vortex, actually. Maybe I remember that wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about something else. But then it cancels into Fafnir? Cancel into Fafnir is crazy. But then they finally did something that I wanted them to do for a long time, which was to make this move a real move. Like, it didn't need to be... The thing with the heavy mob symmetry is I never needed to be something that Soul would always use like 24/7. It just needed to exist because it's a cool ass move. That's it. I feel like I'm going to give my thoughts on the game a bit later, but there's a couple of things about Strive that I found so frustrating about like how they manage the game overall. But let's go. Oh my god. Oh no. I remember when I saw May's new move for the first time like months ago. That shit was, I was like having depression, man. This shit looks corny. So I'm so scared. I swear I'm going back into Strive. I haven't played this game in like 800 hours of playing Grand Blue, which is like almost a year, right? I'm going back into this game not super rusty. I'm going back to ground, like floor 0, right? But I'm not blocking. I'm not trying to block any of this shit. I'm dying swinging into a match. There's no way I'm blocking any of this. Elfeld actually keeps the bomb on you after a wall break and stuff. I'm not sure what the Asuka change is actually. Something about the reading the book. This one is crazy too. Also, I've noticed, right? In this trailer, they show a lot of sequences that are kind of like this, where there's a God Crush into like a command throw or something like that. Similar to Elfeld 2, right? She does a combo into command throw and then stuff happens after the command throw. And I feel like it's going back to the design of kind of like some of the designs of season 1, where I feel like they wanted a lot of... Well, they wanted this game to be more strike throw heavy, so they gave a lot of like game plan aspect of the characters in the throws or the command throws. For example, Leo goes into backstand from throw, Baiken goes into feather after throw and stuff like that. So now it seems like they went back a little bit on it and they kind of gave something to Zato on this too, right? So I think it's Damn Things, right? Damn Things actually resetting the bar for Eddie is huge. It's crazy, right? And I've heard in season 3 Zato was absolute abysmal. Oh my, Yeah, I blocked that. Oh, by the way, right? I've heard Happy Chaos is not as good anymore or whatever, but I'm guessing it's still, you know, the kind of, oh, it's not as good, but it's still hella fucking good. I'm going to play Happy Chaos probably because I really like Happy Chaos. Ever since I played the story of Strive, I like this character. You know, people are like, oh my god, he's so corny, he's barefoot, whatever. I like this design. He's like hobo fake ass gunslinger type character. He doesn't even know how to use a gun. He's a magician, but he likes guns. But he doesn't even know how that shit works. He just uses magic. It's so, I like this character. He's silly. Oh, Testament getting see another throw stuff, right? Actually getting the explosion on stain state on throw. This is spooky. Like the Biken one is also kind of cool, but this one, I remember I made a wishlist video talking about new moves, how they can use them to kind of balance the characters and stuff like that. I don't know what's the state of, you know, the balance in the game and stuff like that, but I'm assuming it's better than before. But I was like, Rem needs a new move to like kind of tone down her gameplay with her sword and stuff like that. They didn't do that. They just gave her a brand new sword version. Diagonite sword, God Crush, mid screen. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, the sword will be close to her, so there will be a lot of situations where if you block it, right, and you're in a block screen, she will have enough time to actually pick the sword back up. So it's spooky. It's definitely, this move is very spooky. Like the sword is right next to her. You know, usually mid screen she throws the sword and the sword is like really far away from her. She's not picking that shit up again, right? But now it's like right next to her. It's spooky. Geo, I'm not sure what the changes are, but it's probably something that has to do with our 100%. This shit is that's why it's funny. These two, Gold Lewis and Potemkin, are so funny. Armored Buster, Johnny denying the whole fucking screen from projectiles. You're in zoning. He is the zoner. He's the only one. Jacko getting a dash cancel after the servant kick is pretty cool too, but I really suck at Jacko, even though I really wish I was better. I love that character so much, but I'm just not good at the game. Damn, the bad man. I'm not blocking none of that. I'm not blocking this season. I'm swinging. Danzai, I haven't played against Abba at all, but I know Danzai. I've heard a lot. This one is so funny. Oh yeah, so this is also pretty, it's kind of crazy, and I don't know how to feel about this. I don't even know how Nago players would feel about this. And then this part, kind of scary. Look at Nago's health. Just drains it entirely right away. So that is I don't know, it's kind of weird. And also I don't know if it always worked that way, but did you also notice how even though he used the super, it didn't do anything to his blood gauge, it just drained his health? So I'm assuming if you're full health, it's probably going to take like this super, you can now use it whenever you want, but it's going to always take maybe 50% of your health. Like if you pop like right when you're full health, right, you just go 50% and then you keep this state. So there's a chance that Nago, even though he has this, he might actually just die entirely from blood rage, right? Which is, I don't know, I'm just theory crafting here. It might not be how it works. Maybe after he uses this, it actually just removes the state, but I'm not sure. Plus, he has to put the mask back on for it to actually go away. I'm not sure how this would work, but it's kind of spooky that he drains his health that much just to do this super, which is a very powerful super, fairly enough. So I don't know. We'll see how this works. It's kind of spooky for him. Then again, he is a spooky character. I heard Anji in season 3 was really good, so I don't know why they buffed him. You know, unblockable. I'm just swinging 6H, 6H with fast all day. I don't care. Unblockable character. I'm swinging 5p and 6p. I don't care. Unblockable character. I'm swinging 6p. I don't care. That's just swing. Just swing. That's what I'm saying. In this patch, if you're blocking, you're a clown. Then again, defense in this game is super important. Seeing wave dashing across the screen for free, it seems like they turned gazelle step into an actual move, so that's tight. Yeah, so it's really cool, really cool stuff, man. But yeah, so this season looks really cool. I mean, it looks cool in the sense that it's very fresh, I guess, because for me at least, I haven't played the game in so long, right? I haven't played this game in so long. I'm really rusty and I don't know what's going on. And the characters having a bunch of new stuff that they can do is always really exciting. But also I have a feeling that this is not necessarily what the game needed. I feel like Strive had a lot of issues back when I was playing it, and I have a feeling that none of those issues have been really addressed. There's still no frame data in this game, am I right? I think there's like still no frame data at all in the game. Like you need to have a mod or whatever. I'm playing on PlayStation, so I don't have all that. But overall, it's still a game that I think is pretty cool. I kind of miss it, so I definitely want to play it. But like I said, I don't think this patch was... I think what we see here in this trailer is not necessarily what the game needed. I feel like people were probably waiting... I'm assuming that a lot of people would want Strive to have more system mechanics changes and probably some changes to the damage still, or at least like the way health functions. Honestly, the way I see this game and the reason why I'm kind of excited about going back into it is because I want to test... I don't really like to talk like this because it's so nerdy, but I kind of want to test my level of decision making, like in a faster paced game than Grand Blue, for example, right? Because this game is very volatile, right? The damage is really high. The resources are really important, like your meter. There's a whole meter, like not necessarily meter, but gauge management meta that you have to actually pay attention to. So I'm kind of excited about the idea of going back into it, but I'm also looking at Strive, and because of the volatile nature of this game, I'm kind of like, it was something that was kind of not really pleasant to deal with while I was playing back then. But these days I think I don't really care that much about that stuff, because the way I see this game these days is it's like Yu-Gi-Oh. I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh recently. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of addicted, but it's like Yu-Gi-Oh in the sense where it's like Yu-Gi-Oh if Yu-Gi-Oh was a turn 3 game instead of the turn 1 game. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh everything ends in the first turn, basically. Whoever goes first wins the game. But this game is like, I would say it's like a turn 3 Yu-Gi-Oh because it's like you have a bit more interaction, so you have decisions that you have to make, but the high damage of the game makes it so if you get hit, you just die. You're dead. You explode, right? So that's kind of how it is. I'm kind of excited just for that idea. So I don't know. I don't really care about competitive stuff anymore. I don't care about fighting games anymore, basically. I don't think I have the energy to really dig into the depth of why a fighting game is competitive or whatever. Like, I've seen so much talk about competitive fighting games and what makes a competitive fighting game, because recently people are, I don't know why, but a lot of people from, you know, people who play like quote unquote regular fighting games or real fighting games, they've been really hating, actively hating on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and trying to find any reason to discredit it as not a fighting game and trying to say, oh, it's not competitive or whatever. And even though it's not competitive, I mean, it's still a fighting game. It's just like a subgenre, right? Who really cares if it's competitive or whatever? That was never the intention of that game. It was just, people are just trying to have fun, trying to play a Tenkaichi game online in 2024. That's basically what the point of Sparking Zero is. So who fucking cares? People have forgotten how to have fun, man. This shit is crazy. But yeah, that's enough for this video. Enough rambling. So really excited to go back to Stripe. Oh man, what am I talking about? What was I talking about? Sparking Zero there, but whatever. I just want to have fun. This game seems kind of fun right now. Kind of want to go back to it and see what we can do. So whenever season 4 drops with DZ and everything, I'll actually go back. I've already reinstalled the game a while ago, and I've been waiting for DZ to come out. So I'm excited. It's a good time. I'll have Grand Blue and I'll have this game for a bit. So I'm hyped. Man, I love Grand Blue. Anyways, play Grand Blue. It's a great game. Try the free to play version. It's 50% off these days, so just try it. Anyways, see ya.